Let's go to foundation now. We all know about this fiasco. Tarte, don't love them, don't hate them. They've been a consistent brand that I've kind of liked throughout the years, but when their Shape Tape foundation range hit the internet, we all gasped and threw up. We all know that most brands create more than 2 shades for women of color, but Tarte decided to say, fuck it. And I think what made this worse, now I did review this, these shades look so light. Oh my god, girl. I've been getting a kind of a tan lately, but maybe not. Okay, well, we're just gonna go in and try it. Now, I did do a review and talked about this foundation, them saying some very weird stuff, like, oh, well, you know, this foundation, you know, we don't have that many shades because it's like, you know, you can use some for the winter and then you can transition into your summer shade. It was like this weird, lame excuse that really never made sense to me and I didn't really get it. But now moving on. Okay, concealer. Now this, you guys know I love Chanel, so you're probably like, what is he gonna say? What is he gonna say? Chanel does not have a concealer shade light enough for me. This is shade 10, their lightest one in the Corrector Perfection. Now I've had this for a while. You can see it's kind of separating in there. A little chemically, not too crazy. First of all, let's just show you guys the tea here. Doesn't look that bad on camera, but it's very orange. Like, this is actually darker than my skin tone. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or how it's reading, but like, see how it just kind of blends in too? It's like, not really doing much. So I never really lived for this concealer. I think I used it once or twice. It sat in the drawer. It's about to expire, or it's actually been expired for months. So hopefully I don't get a chemical burn. Now I love Chanel Beauty. By the way, you guys know that Chanel Beauty is in Ulta now? I'm like shook about that. Sephora's like, hi, we're doing ColourPop, and Ulta's like, great. We're doing Wet n Wild, Chanel, and everything else. Have a seat. Which one do you guys prefer? Do you love Ulta more? Do you love Sephora? Do you love that they're both kind of like really mixing their roster of brands and they're kind of like going all over the place? What do you guys feel about that? All right, concealer, you were never good to me. You were never good to me. You were never good to me. And really no one has. There's been a lot of smaller influencers that have touched on this subject. Huda Beauty has completely ignored everything that people have been saying. So you know what, I'm sorry, I gotta bring it up. Now y'all know I love a lot of Huda Beauty products. I have reviewed her foundation, helped to sell a lot of them. You know that's the T-Ho. I've used a lot of her stuff on my face, on this channel. And overall, it's been a very consistent brand. But this product came out. What is this called? This is the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. Now, I'm all for people being inspired by other brands, but when you literally steal the exact concept and photo shoot from a indie brand, how do you sleep at night? That's the real tea. How do you sleep at night? So I'm gonna use this right now on camera, and I really don't want to, but we're gonna do it anyway. This is what we're all about, is full face of makeup we're throwing out. Right, now the next product, girl. Let's just hold it up. Bam! This is the Kat Von D. What was this called? This shit is so old. This is the Shady Bronzer. Fitting. And it says, don't be afraid to contour the fuck out of your face. All right, now this is probably like 8 years old, I wanna say. This was like in the deep hidden drawers of my makeup room that I have not touched in a long time. Now, if you are someone that is newly subscribed to me or you don't know the real tea, girl, just Google my name and this person's name. Now, before any of you try to chime in, or if anyone is here that is a Kat Von D fan, let me just remind you of one thing. I was her friend for 10 years. You've never met her. So do I know the real tea? Of course I do. If you do not know the scenario, basically 2 summers ago, my brand was skyrocketing, Kat Von D was stagnant, and she decided to cross out my face and let the internet know a bunch of crazy lies. Of course, I responded and debunked everything that she said because she was completely full of shit, and there's always just been weird tension ever since. Now we're talking 10 years of friendship, and in that 10 years, a lot happened. A lot of people have been waiting for me to say anything, but I just kind of move along. When I process someone kind of like a death, I don't really ever talk about them again. But a funny fact, when all that happened, I remember her saying one thing. She basically said that her lipstick, which by the way was a top seller in Sephora, called Jeffrey, of course, with my spelling, she named a lipstick after me years ago, and it has literally been on sale
every single day.
Up until about 2 weeks ago. So even after our fight, imagine Sephora, who, till about a month ago, on Sephora.com. So the fact that you have a face of a brand and your name is on the packaging and you couldn't even tell them and get my shade taken down, can't relate. I own my own company. The reason why I'm mentioning this, and by the way, this is a great formula at the time. I always supported her dreams, and when she created her makeup line a long time ago, I always supported it and gave it attention. Now you can see this is a long time ago that this came out, and of course we hit pan on this because I lived for this formula. This is before the Shade and Light craze that hit. So
this is so weird to me. This is like a very bizarre moment. So a lot of you are going, okay, is there any more tea? Of course there is. So I was scrolling, and on my sidebar the other day, there was a drama channel that covered something, and it was like, Kat Von D came for Jeffree Star. And I'm like, you recently got married, I guess. You're pregnant. All these things are happening, and you're still concerned with me?
You're still concerned with me? You're still concerned with me? I don't understand. So let's throw up the screenshot. I guess she just uploaded a video on her wedding. Let me go click this right now. The drama channel basically showed me a screenshot where someone on her wedding video, which this is like your special day, honey, asked, I bet you Jeffree Star is at home watching this. I'm actually not, baby. I'm busy running a multi-million-dollar company, or maybe 5 companies, and I'm a little busy over here filming and just, you know, living. Jeffree Star is probably at home watching this or something like that. I'll throw up a screenshot right now. And she, Miss Thing, had to write Jeffree who with a wink, and I'm like, that's all you can say, Jeffree who? How about Jeffree that had the lipstick in Sephora with my motherfucking name on it with your company for the last 10 years? How about Jeffree that's in all your books, all your memories? Like, girl, because she was always the friend that had the nicer stuff, and the roles reversed. My forehead looks like
Dirt, actual dirt.
So anyway, I don't know why she's still talking about me, so I thought, you know what, let me just respond so I could stop getting a million tweets about it, because it does get really old. It's like a constant reminder. It's like an open wound. It's like, oh, you're done. Oh, someone has to mention this person again. So I'm like, Jeffree who?
We just logged on to katvondbeauty.com, which is her personal website where she ships products from, aside from Sephora. And you can click right now and still buy the Jeffree lipstick. So it's crazy that you can click it right now and buy it. There were so many lies in her video. It's crazy how another one is debunked, and it's just so crazy that right now, 2018, you're saying Jeffree who, but the Jeffree liquid lip is on your website. So what's good, sis?
That's all you gotta say? That is the most, like, uncreative response or clapback or anything that I've ever heard in my life. So this is the last remaining product I have of hers, and now it's over. Now it's over.
Now it's over.